Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Premier League and FA Cup predictions. We're doing both in the same video because why not? They're both this weekend, so why not just merge it into one and it saves me time. Before I do that, let me check my fantasy team. I got 93 points. I don't know if bonus points have been added, but it's been a few hours since Everton v Newcastle, so it would just be these two players anyway, and they didn't really do much. So yeah, I thought two Newcastle players, you know, they're on fairly good form and they have 2 games. Surely that's at least like 8 points maybe if they get two points a game. Nah, Sam Expan got 2, Shah got 4. I played my free hit. That's why my team is so good. It's not like I built this team. I had a free hit and I played it. Alisson got 15, Trent got 13, White got 8, Salah got 20 as captain, Kane 14. So they pulled their weight, most of them, and a few other points collectively. I wanted 100 plus. It was close, but not quite. Someone got 156 and didn't even play a free hit. Sorry, yeah, they didn't play a free hit. They played a bench boost. Yeah, that's a good week to play a bench boost. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is a good team right there. Definitely not my team. So because it's a free hit, all of my great players that I brought in were no longer there. So it was back to basically this team, except Kane wasn't there. It was San Maximan. But I transferred him out for Kane because I had 10.2 million in the bank, so I thought I'd spend it on Kane. I was going to bring Ronaldo in as well, but I didn't have enough money. Here's the problem. I am choosing not to play a free hit or a wild card, which is probably a bad idea because I got my second free hit still and I got my second wild card. And it's more stupid that I'm not doing it because I've got so many players not playing because of the FA Cup and because of injuries. I have only got 7 players. I've got 7 players playing and one's injured. So I got 6 players playing and one's a doubt. 2 are doubts actually. He hasn't played in weeks, since like January. So I've got 4 players. Now I got 4 players. 2 are playing each other. One's got, yeah, the other 2 also playing each other. Oh my days. I got 4 players fit that are probably going to play and they're all playing each other. I should do something about this, but I don't want. I just used my free hits. I don't want to use another one immediately. I want to save it till near the end. I got a wild card too. Yes, I know, but you know what? I'm just conceding this week. I give up on life in terms of this fantasy league. I should do something about it because you shouldn't leave it like this ever. But I'm sacrificing this so I can save my free hit for another time. All right, teams still have games in hand. A free hit would be nice in future, okay? But I'm not using it now, and I know it's going to backfire because no one's playing because half of them in the FA Cup, and half of them have games postponed because the opponents in the FA Cup. So it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to bloody leave it. Anyway, in the Premier League, in the previous week, well, this week as well, including games in hand, I got one exact score, and look how many times I was close to the exact score while getting the result. That's pretty mad. I predicted Liverpool to beat Brighton 2-0, exactly correct. Predicted Brentford to beat Burnley 1-0, it was 2-0, so a goal off. Even this one, I got it wrong, but I predicted 2-2 between United and Tottenham, and it was for a bit. Davidoff scored the winner, it was 3-2. Chelsea Newcastle predicted 2-0, it was 1-0. Everton Wolves got it wrong, got Leeds Norwich wrong, Samson Watford wrong. West Ham Villa predicted 3-1 to West Ham, it was 2-1. Arsenal Leicester predicted 2-1 Arsenal, it was 2-0. Wrong obviously. Spurs Brighton predicted 2-1 to Spurs, it was 2-0. Arsenal Liverpool, I said we'd lose 2-1, we lost 2-0. And Everton Newcastle was a couple goals off. So I could have got like, how many exact scores could I have gotten? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus United 7. I could have got 8 exact scores out of like 13 games. I could have. That's not bad. And in the FA Cup in the 5th round, I was a couple goals off for City, Palace as well, a goal off for Spurs technically, Chelsea, Luton. I did okay in that department as well, but actually not so well over here. Forest, Huddersfield predicted 3-1, it was 2-1. Yeah, right, let's actually start predicting now. Let's predict the Premier League first and then on to the FA Cup. Wolves v Leeds, massive game, especially for Leeds. They need to escape the drop. Everton obviously just won, putting pressure on Leeds. Leeds obviously got a win last week. I know Watford have done really well here, but I still stand by when I said Watford and Norwich are down, alright? Watford and Norwich are down. I could be wrong now though, because Watford are, you know, they're getting some points on the board. And Burnley have games in hand, obviously. I didn't say they'd go down, to be fair, but I did think they would like a couple months ago. But since then, I mean, they're still 19th, but they've still got a good chance of escaping. Because Everton, Leeds and Brentford, none of them are, none of them are consistent. But Brentford have won a couple games recently. Leeds, Everton got a couple 3-pointers, so it can go either way. But it's going to be very, very interesting, that's for sure, to see who goes down. Because there's a lot of drama happening. Everton's winner at Newcastle was mad scenes as well. But anyway, Leeds I do not think will get anything at Molineux. They could, but I don't think they will. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Wolves victory. Aston Villa v Arsenal. I'll be honest, I've got a bad feeling about this. I tend to have a bad feeling about my own team most of the time. But yeah, we've just lost to Liverpool. We got Villa on Saturday. I've got a feeling they're going to hold us to a draw. I hope I'm wrong, but I think I predicted this like a few weeks ago. Someone said like our next few games, we've got 2 home games, then we got Liverpool, Villa and Palace, and they said to predict like what you think will happen. I said we win the first 2 home games, which we did. I said we lose to Liverpool, which we did, and I said we draw it with Villa and then beat Palace. So far, I'm accurate, except I said we lose 2-1 to Liverpool, not 2-0. But I'm going to stick to what I predicted back then on Twitter, and I'm going to say it's a 1-1 draw between Arsenal and Villa. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that we win. So yeah, hopefully we can do that. Leicester v Brentford. I think Leicester to win 3-1. Although you never know with Brentford. They looked terrible up until recently, then they won a couple games. Then again, it was against Norwich and Burnley, who are down there, so that's saying something. Leicester away is a tougher opposition, of course. Spurs v West Ham. West Ham always seem to do well against Spurs, which is, great. And Spurs tend to win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Well, apart from that, but yeah, they tend to win and lose quite often simultaneously. But they got Harry Kane's goals now. I think he's got like 11, 12 league goals now, and half of those in the past month. So they've got something they didn't have in the first half of the season, which is they got Harry Kane scoring goals. West Ham, obviously, they had a great night tonight. They had a great night, beating Sevilla in the Europa League. 1-0 down in aggregate, winning 2-0 after extra time. Great scenes. I didn't see the game, but because I was at work, but I did see the goal on Twitter, on BT Sports Twitter, and yeah, great scenes. And I like him as a club, so it's good to see him doing well there. But I think they might be tired. It's Thursday night football. Thursday and Sunday is never ideal, unless you have a lot of depth. West Ham do have a good squad, but it's not a Man City squad, for example. But Thursday and Sunday is still a tough thing to do, especially considering Sunday is against one of your biggest rivals away from home. It's going to be tough. I think I can see them sitting back quite a lot. They play good football, but I think in this game, I think they'll sit back. Then again, Spurs aren't that good against teams that sit back, so you never know. They can hit them on the counter. I'm just saying, after the great European night they just had, I cannot see them then going to Tottenham and winning like 2-3-0. I just can't see it. If they do win, it'll be like narrow. But I feel like at this point, Spurs are more likely to win. But I could be wrong. But I'm going to predict Spurs to win. 2-1 to Spurs. So yeah, that's my predictions for the Premier League. 2-1 to Tottenham against West Ham. 3-1 to Leicester against Brentford. 1-1 between Aston Villa and Arsenal. 2-0 to Wolves against Leeds. Obviously limited games because the rest are either in the FA Cup or their opponents for this weekend are in the FA Cup. So obviously a lot of games will not be played this weekend. On to the FA Cup. Middlesbrough vs Chelsea. The Championship side who's knocked out Man United and Tottenham. Now playing Chelsea. Could their cup run continue? It definitely could. You know, FA Cup is magical. But I think over 90 minutes and over extra time, it will be a draw. And it will be decided on penalties. And unfortunately, I'm going to say Chelsea on penalties. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope Middlesbrough win the game. But I've got a feeling that their cup run ends here. Chelsea are a good cup team. So, you know, they know how to win their competition. I mean, they haven't recently, but you get the point, right? They know how to go far in this competition. So, you know, I reckon they could have another cup run this season. I reckon they could. So, a 1-1 draw, I think. Crystal Palace v Everton. I think Palace win this one. Everton obviously just won their game in the league. You know, great winner from away, be great atmosphere. But I think their cup run ends here. Plus, they probably want to focus on staying up anyway. I'm not saying they don't want to win the cup. I'm sure they want to. But I think their minds will be slightly elsewhere. Whereas Palace are a bit more comfortable in the league. I think they'll be really looking to go far in this competition, and I think Everton at home is a game they can look at and think that's winnable. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Palace. Southampton v Man City. Southampton have caused problems for Man City of late, but I like to be optimistic and say Southampton can win the game, and I think they can, but I don't think they will. Unfortunately, I don't think they will. I hope I'm wrong. You know, there's a problem with me, right? I never go with shocks in this competition, but there's always a shock. But 2-1 to Man City, I think. Please be wrong. Nottingham Forest v Liverpool. Forest, another team with a good FA Cup run so far. Not as impressive as Middlesbrough's, but still impressive. They've been doing well. Liverpool are much tougher than Leicester and Arsenal though, so it has to be said. Are Liverpool going to go for it? I think they'll want to. It looks like they're taking cups more seriously now. Before it was just League and Champions League, which is fine, you know, prioritize those. They have won those things as well. It's not like they haven't won them. It's not like Pochettino at Spurs where he prioritised the League and Champions League and won nothing, when he could have focused on the cups, maybe won a couple. It's a bit different because Liverpool actually have won the league. They've won the Champions League. So it's like, okay, I mean, ideally I'd prefer the cups to be taken more seriously, but, you know, I guess if they win those competitions, those bigger ones, it's justified, I guess. Not that I'm complaining. The less teams take it seriously, the better it is for Arsenal usually, but obviously we're out this season. But anyway, I've gone off track here. I don't think Forest will do it. I hope I'm wrong, because I want to see Forest go far. It's not because I dislike Liverpool, it's because I want Forest to do well. But I don't think they'll do it. And I think it's safe to say they will not be wearing the same kit, same coloured kit. 2-0 to Liverpool. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. Forest and Arsenal have a bit of history, actually. History behind our kit is related to Nottingham Forest. Look it up. A bit of history lesson for you. Anyway, yeah. Can you believe they have 2 Champions Leagues and we have none? It's an L, that is. Anyway, yeah, you've seen my Premier League predictions. My FA Cup predictions are Liverpool to beat Forest 2-0 away from home. Man City to beat Southampton 2-1 away from home. Chelsea to beat Middlesbrough away from home on penalties after a 1-1 draw. And Crystal Palace to beat Everton 2-1. And I can bet a tenner that this game will be the game of the round. Alright, anyway, yeah, either way, having one of these 2 teams in the semis is a good thing, of course. So I am hoping that one of these other home teams also, at least one of them anyway, also goes through, so we can have more of an open tournament. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.